Hi everyone, it's Darla at Scrap Happens here with Darla with another Tuesday's tip. Today I want to show you how I created these cute little houses using the Humble Home stamp set and the Humble Home punch and the coveted peppermint self-adhesive dots. Anyways, I just really want to show you how I made the houses. I also used the, exposed brick embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. So let's get started. You can make these in all different sizes just by changing the dimensions of your cardstock. Make them in all different colors. I made a really cute project for my granddaughter. I was going to use it as an advent calendar, but I just decided to use it as a decoration. She loves the Grinch, so I'll be sharing that on my blog, scraphappenshherewithdarla.com. So be sure and go there and check it out. It'll be on my Facebook page too. So for the house I'm going to do today, just for an example, I have a 4-inch by 5.5, it's 4 inches by 5.5 inch piece of real red cardstock. Now I scored it in the landscape position at 1, 2.5, 3.5, and 5. And then I turned it to the portrait position, I'll do it this way, and I scored it at 1 inch. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a box. No, actually I'm not going to turn it into a box yet. I'm going to trim this corner out. And then I'm going to cut my flaps. I like to cut them at an angle so there's no overhang when I put the box together. And then I forgot to do this edge. I did took that little piece out. Okay, so there you have the flaps are cut. It's scored. The flaps are cut, and it's ready to put together. But before I do that, I have also pre-punched 2 real red Humble Homes with my Humble Home punch. But I'm going to trim the chimney off of both of them. You could leave the chimney on and just leave it as an open box, but I wanted to add a roof for the project I'm doing. But you could just leave it open, leave the chimneys on, and leave it open and put some treats in there. So these cute little wreaths I got at Hobby Lobby. Wish I'd have bought more, but I only got 1 pack. I think it was a pack of 8. Anyways, okay, so I have all my pieces cut. The next thing I'm going to do is I have my tear and tape handy, and I am going to put some on my Humble Home below the roof and at the bottom. I'm going to put that on both pieces because I'm going to adhere it to the box. Now you can change the height of your box by changing the height of your cardstock. So you're gonna want it to always do it by 5.5, but you could make it a short box by doing, this is 4, so you could do 3, you could even do 2.5. 2 might be a little too short. You could go up, this one is, let's see, this tall one is by 5, so instead of 4, it's 5. So you can change the height of that very easily. Oh, excuse me. It's cold here, so my nose is running. Okay, I'm going to remove the tear and tape. And I'm going to, now when I first did that, I put these on the front. But even when embossing it, you could see the seams. So I decided I'm going to try it on the back, and it worked perfectly. So just line up the roof line So, because you still want to be able to fold it. And then I'm going to do the second piece. And you're going to love this. So easy and so cute. You want to make sure that you line up the roof line so it could fold, but it also needs to be able to fold in the width of the house as well. Okay, so I have that already. You want to adhere that before you do any of your embossing. Okay, so my next step is I have my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. And I am, well, first let me show you. I am going to put my house box into my exposed brick embossing folder. And I lined it up so that the bricks are straight and going the right directions. You don't want your bricks to be going up and down. So then I put it on my base. I'm gonna grab my cut and emboss machine, and then I'm using plate 4 to go on top. That's what you use with the 3D embossing folders, and I'm just gonna run it through. And there you have it. Isn't it super cute? Okay, and then we're gonna put it together. So I'm gonna grab my tear and tape again. Where did I put it? I'm gonna put it, some tear and tape right on the edge of the fold because I want it to tack down. If I put it at this end, then this flap won't be, you'll be able to see it open, which that drives me crazy. And then you're also going to put a couple of pieces on one of the larger flaps. Just one is all you need to do. You can do more if you want, but I just did one. Then you're gonna put your box together. I can get my fingers to work. It's so cold. So to line it up straight, it's easier to just do it like this. Fold it down. Oh, but shoot, I forgot that I had this adhesive on there already. I had taken that off. Okay, and then you're gonna just push your flaps down and then push it down. Now, I don't have my bone folder handy. That's what I usually just push it down with. So I'll use my finger and that pin, and that'll help hold it in place. And there you can see, like, you can't hardly even see the seam of where the house is. Now, I don't want this flap to show, so I make sure that I decorate the front of my box. And I actually should have paid attention and did the flap the other way. So that kind of stuff drives me crazy, but it probably doesn't drive everybody crazy. So, so there is my house. And then you're going to use the stamp set, which is here, to stamp your windows and your door. And I just fussy cut them out. So that's super easy. I just stamped them. And so for this one, I'll stamp them in green. Well, any green would work. The Granny Apple green or garden green. I think I used Granny Apple green for my project that I'm going to show you on my blog. So, and then I want to show you how I did the roof if you decide you want a roof. I have just a 1 1/4 by 3 inch piece of glimmer paper. I wanted it to look like snow. And I tried it just with white cardstock, and it just didn't look as great. I have this ornament from when I was a child, and it was a house. I have 2 of them. And they have a glimmery top, and so it totally just reminded me of that. And so that just fits right on top, but you can see it doesn't fit neatly. So I made this little helper to help it stay together so I could just set it onto the house. And this is a 1/2 inch by 2.5 inch piece of thick basic white cardstock. I scored it at 3/4 inch and at 1 3/4 inch. So I'm going to take some tear and tape and I'm just gonna, it's gonna hold my roof together, if that makes any sense, but you'll see when I do it. And then I'm just gonna put it in the center, put one down, and then down again. And then it will just sit right onto my house. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to use this as an advent calendar. And I did 24 houses, but I decided to display it differently. So I did end up putting just a little glue dot there and a little glue dot there, so that it stays on the house. You can see it doesn't come up. Because I decided, again, to make it as a decoration. But it's a super cute house. I'll tell you my theme. It's Grinch theme. So I'll be showing that on my blog and on my Facebook page and probably on Instagram too. So wherever you follow me, you'll see it tomorrow. Well, today's Tuesday. So anyways, that's the house. Isn't it super cute? This humble home set, I just love it. And I hope you love it too. I hope you'll give this a try. It's super fun. Thank you for stopping by. Follow me on my blog, Scrap Happens Here with Darla.com, on Facebook, Scrap Happens Here with Darla. I'm on Instagram, same name. And if you liked what you saw, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for stopping by and have a great day. And I'll see you next week with another Tuesday's tip. Bye.